What's going on, family? Santee Sports here. And the worst thing possible for Andre Ward to do is retire. Okay? But let me give you the rundown because I don't just want to jump full speed in this without giving you any detail to things. According to BoxingScene.com, uh, Andre Ward has said he's serious about retirement due to, I guess, negotiation standpoints and just not getting respect and what have you. And, everything. And I'll put it to you like this, okay? And I want to repeat what 78 said verbatim because it was perfect. It was right on top of the head, and it needed to be said. There were judges that felt like you won this fight. That's the reason why you won this fight. There's still people right here today in front of you that support you, okay? Like myself, like 78, like other people out here that really support you. For you to not take this fight is a duck. That's what it is. That's what it would be to me and a lot of other credible, respectable folks that take pride and have respect for your name. Okay? You can't let them eat the other side of the pie in order for those folks to be comfortable. You were a mere afterthought the moment that you moved up in weight because they felt like they had something for you. The moment that you were able to beat the odds, they had to eat in a slice of humble pie that was incredible, and a lot of them still don't want to eat it till this damn day. Okay? If you were going to be treated unfairly and so-called robbed, or a fight was going to be taken away from you, that close fight that you just got into, that last one, would have been a perfect one, and it wouldn't have been no scratching, clawing, and begging about the outcome based on how close that damn fight was, regardless of how anybody scored it. If they gave that fight to Sergey Kovalev, you wouldn't hear a whole lot of shit out of me. Not at all. Because the way that I feel personally, that fight could have went either way. But based on the way that I score rounds and other people score rounds and score fights, the fight was given to you. Take pride in that. As I said, you were supposed to be an afterthought. You moving up in weight was supposed to be your destruction. An exit out for them to take their monster and him to destroy you and make you look like nothing. You have made it here, but you have not finished out your mission. Because if you understand something that we don't, and you could bring something to the table which we haven't seen, as you said there in that interview, well, my brother, we need to see those things. You have to finish this story. It's not over. I don't want to hear you crying about money because really the finances are not really here to speak of for anybody. Okay? Even a guy in your circumstances. Now, will I say you deserve it? Absolutely. But with the case and deal of pay-per-view and the Amazon Fire Stick and different types of boxing streaming websites and things like that, or sports streaming websites, I mean, you're not going to get too well as far as the dollars are concerned. I mean, there's a possibility you can always make your money on the back end, but it is what it is, You came out off top on the first deal, I think you should be fair, my brother, if it's coming down to that. And more than that, people ride for your legacy, for your name, and have been doing so since your inactivity, since before your Sullivan Barrera fight. And for those people that put their asses and their names on the line, man, don't make us look like assholes and fools because you want to run out the door because of a little bit of criticism. You knew HBO was biased. You're not going to tell me that. You knew that they did things that were unfair towards fighters, and you didn't necessarily come out here and call these things out. And like you said as well, when people see this shit, they need to speak on it immediately. I know that there's other things that this brother knows, but he's probably just going to keep his mouth shut. Which, okay, I respect that too. He's still my brother. I'm still riding with him. But you can't walk out on us, man. You can't throw your hands up, or it's a duck. Straight up, okay? It's a duck. And more than that, you let the media and all the other people that talk shit, they win. Okay? Those are the folks that win. Because when the heat got on, and they felt like, and always say, oh, when the pressure came on and he had to do it again, he was scared to death, so he just walked away. I am a man that knows that that is not true. And I know that you know it's not true as well, my brother. Stay here, prepare yourself for this fight, get ready, and get this shit done. Okay? So that way we don't have to constantly come back to defend this fight in particular when it comes to your legacy. You were not supposed to be here at this point. You were part of the plan to be erased. You know? This is why they're pissed off. This is why the criticism comes. Never mind Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins being able to commentate and them telling you you can't commentate for HBO because you're an active fighter, but they're active fighters as well. You know, these guys have also been caught doing a lot of fucking cooning, and I wouldn't put you on that list. You know, there's a different reason why they kiss ass and rub elbows and they do a jig dance every once in a while to let folks know that they're down. This is why they get this type of special privilege, okay? You can't be real, you know, the way that you are destroying the Great White Hope and expecting the same privileges as the guys that buck dance for butter biscuits. I'm sorry, and yes, I will throw this in here. Ward, continue to focus on your journey. You can't let critics not being able to commentate, the money value, you know, on an unnecessary, unreasonable level. I'll say that because, yes, you do deserve. And just overall, the crowded unnecessaries, the folks that tried to shit on you anyway before you got to this point. You can't let these folks have a win or a say in the matter when it comes to you putting these gloves on under any circumstances. Because at the end, regardless of this fucking video, regardless of anybody else's opinion here in this world, man, you have helped place and put yourself in the position that you're in today. And it'll be a sad story for me to come back on here and to talk about how Andre Ward retired because of the harsh realities of life that you knew you were going to have to face anyway, beating this guy. This is Santee Sports here. I'll holler at you. Y'all be safe now. In a minute.